Hey y'all, Discover Sustainable here. So, what am I doing today? Well, today I'm going to show you my new best friend, right? This is a Ninja Creami, and I'm going to give all of the credit to Wendy and Harry over at Loving It On Keto, because Wendy is the first person that I saw use Keto Chow to make ice cream. So Keto Chow, if you're not familiar with what Keto Chow is, Keto Chow is a meal replacement. It has 1/3 of your daily nutritional needs, and you can use Keto Chow as a meal replacement. You can use it for one meal, or you can use it for all 3 meals to replace. It's a meal replacement. It has all of your daily vitamins and minerals that you need in Keto Chow. So when you use 1 scoop of Keto Chow to make a meal replacement shake, it's 1/3 of your daily requirements for all of your nutrients that you need. 3 Keto Chow shakes per day would be 100% of your daily vitamins and mineral needs. So I use Keto Chow quite a bit when I don't want to cook, or I'm not, I just need something sweet. When I don't have time, I will use Keto Chow as either a shake or use it in a recipe. Wendy does that quite a bit. Or I will use it to make ice cream, which I love. So this is the flavor that I'm working with today. This is lemon meringue. It is absolutely fantastic. Sorry. Maggie is running around like a banshee. Anyway, so what I'm going to show you today is how I make my Keto Chow ice cream using the Ninja Creami. And I do this when I don't want to cook, when I just need something quick. I do it, I may eat like a late breakfast and then a lunch. Then at night, I'm not really wanting to do a whole lot of cooking. I'll do an ice cream. Or I may do an ice cream for breakfast and then do a regular lunch and a regular supper, depending on what we have going on. With the way that I work, the Keto Chow works for me. Even when, like if Josh is here and he smokes a brisket or, cooks something on the grill, that's fabulous. But if he's not here, then I will do a Keto Chow shake, or in this case, Keto Chow ice cream. So I'm going to show you how I do this. I'm going to bring you closer and we're going to go through the process. It's freaking easy as pie. There are keto people that I follow. Ketogenic Woman is one. Janet Greta is another. There are several that I follow. What I'm going to do is I'm going to post their links below, and then I want you to go and check out each one of them, because they all give great information on how to do recipes, how to do the ketogenic way of eating. I kind of incorporate that a lot in the way that I eat. So I'm going to post their links below, and I want you to go check them out. Each and every one of them, right? So that being said, let me bring you closer, and I'm going to show you how to do this because it's so easy. All right, so here is my Ninja Creami, and this is the container that it uses to make the ice cream. The reason why I went with this is because I am by myself. I do not need a gallon of ice cream. This makes the perfect size for, you know, 1 or 2 people. This is your ice cream container. This is what it looks like when you get your Ninja Creami. And it has different options available. You can do ice cream, light ice cream, which is what I'll be using today because I'm using the Keto Chow. Gelato, sorbet. I'm interested in the sorbet. I may try that at some point in the near future because I like sorbet. There's a smoothie bowl, a milkshake. This option is for mix-ins. If you add nuts or chocolate or cookies or anything like that. And then a respin, which I do respin sometimes twice, depending on how smooth it comes out to begin with. But this is what I'm starting with. So when I get these large containers of Keto Chow, I put them in a container like this and I label it. So I have lots of different flavors. So this is what I'm going to be scooping out of, but it is the lemon meringue Keto Chow. This is what I keep it in. So the first thing that we're going to do is I'm going to take 4 tablespoons of butter. The thing that's neat about Keto Chow is you choose the calories that are in your meal replacement shake. Depending on what kind of fat you use, the fat is necessary to be able to absorb the nutrients that are in the fat soluble vitamins that are in Keto Chow. Depending on how much fat you use, sorry, my ice maker is dropping ice. Depending on how much you use will make the calories what you want them to be for your meal. So I'm not going to get into the calories and the macros and all that. You can go to Keto Chow's website and it will tell you how to use the Keto Chow, how to determine how much fat to put in there for your specific needs, and then different ways that you can use. You can use heavy whipping cream. You can use olive oil. I prefer butter, salted butter, because I like the taste of it the best. And then I want to try to wean away from so much dairy. So I'm using, with the heavy whipping cream. So I'm using butter in my Keto Chow ice cream. So I've got 4 tablespoons of butter in my container. I'm going to put it in the microwave and melt it. And then I'll bring you back in just 1 second. Sorry, I have a very thirsty dog. Maggie's lapping up water. I'm sure you all can hear her. Like, she's not had water in a year, right? Anyway, so the butter is melted, as you can see. Completely melted. So, sorry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 1 scoop of the lemon meringue Keto Chow mix into this container. And I buy it in bulk, and then I put it in a sealable container, and that way it's a lot easier to do it this way than it is in the bag. But anyway, so 1 scoop. One scoop. All right. 1 scoop. Sorry, Maggie's crunching on the food. And that's it. I put 1 scoop in there of the Keto Chow. And I'm going to close this up. And I just store this on my shelf. And it's easily obtainable, and I don't have to fight with the bag. That's how I do it. And it works for me. Then I'm going to take this container with the 1 scoop of Keto Chow and 4 tablespoons of butter, and I'm going to fill it up with water to right below the max fill line. No, ma'am, go outside. No, you go outside. Sorry. Correcting my child as we go. Anyway, this is a max fill line. I'm going to fill it up with water to right below that, or right to the fill line. And I'm going to fill it up with just tepid water, not cold, not hot, just tepid water. And I'll show you what I do. Okay, so I filled it up with water. You see the butter on the top, right? And the scoop of Keto Chow. So then I take this little jewel, and this is a coffee frother, right? And I just put it in there and I mix it up. And it gets thicker. And it mixes it all together with the water and the butter. And I make sure to keep mixing. Maggie's got a intruder out there. It's probably a red bird. I've been seeing her play with a red bird out there. So she's barking, and I apologize. Anyway, this is as easy as it gets, right? I've got all this mixed up. Make sure I get all of my Keto Chow mixed up and blended. I will rinse that in just a second. So, you see it's up to the fill line. Up to the fill line. My Keto Chow. This is the lid that goes on it. And this goes in the freezer for 24 hours. So, hang on, I'll bring you right back. Okay, so this is what it looks like when it comes out of the freezer. This is lemon meringue as well. I really like the lemon meringue. Now, Joe and Rachel over at 2 Crazy Ketos, they have developed caramel macchiato flavor of Keto Chow, which is really, really good. I love that flavor as well. They've also developed a new flavor. I'll have their channel below so that you can go check them out. It's Joe and Rachel over at 2 Crazy Ketos. Anyway, this is what it looks like when it comes out of the freezer. And you have several of these containers that come with this unit. So you can mix up different flavors and put them in the freezer and have whatever flavor you want to have whenever you're ready to have it. So it's frozen, right? Frozen solid. All right. So then I'm going to take this container. Oh my gosh, that's so good. I'm going to take this container, which has a lock lid on it. And this sits right down in here like this. Just like that. And then you put the lid on it, on the top, and you lock it. Hear the clip? The click? Sorry. So then you put it on your machine, rotate it around till it clicks. Now, I'm going to mute the video because this machine is kind of loud. I'm not going to do the ice cream because I'm doing the Keto Chow. I'm going to do the light ice cream. So, turn your power on. And I'm going to do the light ice cream, and then I will mute it and speed it up because it is loud, right? But the only person I would describe, or the only one that I would disturb, would be Maggie, and she don't care. So, light ice cream it is, and I'll bring you back as soon as it's done. All right, so it is done. Normally, the first time I spin this, it is not normally creamy enough for the way that I like it. But you just release it, bring it down, and pick it up like that. And then you unlock it by pushing this button, and you can check it. Now, Chris Bear over at Keto Chow, he does a lot with the Keto Chow and the Creami. So if you look, it's kind of flaky, right? It's not really smooth. It's kind of crumbled. It looks like snow, kind of, sort of, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it back in the machine and re-spin it. That's delicious. The secret behind this machine is this blade. It actually shaves the frozen product as it goes all the way to the bottom and then comes back up. So put it back on there, lock it, reload it, and then I'm going to respin. Okay, let's check it out. Pull it back around, take it off, then we can unlock it. And that's what it looks like. So I'm just going to pick up the whole container out of this. I'm done with that. And there's your container of ice cream. You can see where it's been spun. See if I can get you really close so you can see how creamy that is. Yummy, yummy, yummy. So good. So this hole is created by the blade that comes down, that goes all the way to the bottom and then comes back up. If you wanted to add chocolate chip cookies or nuts or Oreos or any other thing that you want to add to your ice cream, any kind of mix-ins, you would fill that hole up with whatever you're adding and then put your lid back on it and then use the mix-in feature. I don't normally do that, but this is what it looks like. Freaking delicious. Oh my gosh, it is so creamy. So this is your container of ice cream, and it's just perfect for 1 or even 2 people. And then if you don't eat it all, right, and you want to put your lid back on it, you can put your lid back on it and put it back in the freezer. And then the only cleanup that you have is your lid. Okay, so can't waste all this goodness. Can't even waste all the goodness. So what I do is I put this and I hand wash it. And the blade, this is going to be messy, but there's a lever on the back, and you pull that lever at the same time and it releases your blade. So it comes out, and you just rinse everything off and wash everything off and put your blade back in there, and it's ready to go for the next time. So let me get this cleaned up. Okay, so the lid is cleaned up, right? There's your lever. That's what your blade looks like, right? So it actually shaves as it goes down, and this bar goes down to the bottom of the container and then comes back up. Sorry, my dog was barking like crazy. So anyway, you pull that lever and it enlarges. You drop your blade back in there, let it go, and it's ready to go for the next time. So this doesn't even get anything on it, but of course if it did, you would need to clean it as well. So then I just set it back on there, lock it, and I'm ready to go for the next time. So then this bar under here, I make sure, Maggie, really? I make sure I clean it every time. Hush. And put my container back on there and get it ready for the next time. And then this is what I'm going to have for breakfast, right? It's filling. So the lemon meringue has 0.8 grams of net carbs per serving, right? Ultra low carb meal replacement shake mix for nutritional ketosis, single flavor. This is a 21 ml bulk bag, and this is how I try to get it if it's available. It has mixing instructions on the back, nutritional information for different ways to mix it depending on what fat you choose. It's the Keto Chow, and they have a website and it gives more information there as well. But this is my flavor for today, and that's what I'm having. Yes, yes, deliciousness. Anyway, this is what I'm having for my meal. And I will be doing, you know, something different for later on, but this is what I'm having right now. Delicious. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to enjoy my ice cream. It's ice cream, but it's also a meal replacement. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you give it a try. Keto Chow is really good. A really good meal replacement. There are several channels out there that use Keto Chow. I am one of them. So, with that being said, I'm going to go enjoy my ice cream, which is also a meal. And with that being said, that's all I got for you today. So, until next time, I'll see you later.